Speak then of how you came to this place of safety, Rivendell, the last of the sea. But speak swiftly, before the shadows deepen. From where did your road lead?
So, this should be a little bit of a mess, but I decided that I got a wild hair and wanted to level a brand new Loremaster. I've been playing one with my kin's landscape difficulty, everybody running at level 9 full difficulty group. And, well, I thought it was kind of neat. So, now we have the joy of setting up all the stuff you have to do with a brand new character, especially if you have any kind of plugins. Alt Inventory has changed their stuff. But that means it might actually be working again, which would be nice. Answer the pop-ups to get the initial tutorials off the screen. Change Titan bar to have everything be black. And load my standard UI. Okay, that looks good. Start moving things that I just do not need. On my main hotbars off, or put them where I'm used to having them, really. Loremaster in particular, I have things kind of just the way I like them as far as the layout of the abilities, so it's always really weird if I don't have them in the right spots. Okay, and apparently Altaholic is just absolutely wigging out. Hopefully there's an update for that coming sometime soon, because it is an absolute mess at the moment. But I'll just ignore the chat spam and move on. The great joy of inventory. So first off, click the gear icon in your main bag, which unlocks all of your individual bags sections and lets you rearrange them. I like to have everything just one big bag. So take all of the other bags and drag their slots into the main one, and then exit edit mode. And there we go. So that is one thing down. Now all of these cosmetic items, I have these on other characters. I don't care. If I want them, they're either in the wardrobe or I can get them again. Armor of the Hammerhand is cosmetic. Shield of the Hammerhand, however, is useful. the most part, all I'm doing right now is just throwing away cosmetics before I organize all of this and start opening things. With the exception of just taking the mounts and learning them right now. Okay, so that is, I believe, all of the just initial cosmetic stuff thrown away. Character frame, character frame, character frame. Gift boxes. Many years worth of anniversary gift boxes need to be opened. Gift to the Aldors also needs to be opened. Journeyman riding trait. Should be back into the pets. So many things to take off the hotbar as soon as you learn all the cosmetic pets, and now should be back into anniversary gift boxes because for some reason they split them up. Don't care about the statted cloaks because the back item that scales is better than them. Get my blue orb emote. Learn the various riding skills. Ten-year frame, more Warsteed cosmetics. So yeah, just a few things whenever you start a new character and you have just as much stuff from over the years as I have. Sleigh bell, yep, it's at least a little bit of silver, so that'll be useful on a brand new character before I give him any money. Quick rearrange, now open the Mordor, Three Peaks, Minas Morgul, all the various different expansion bundle items again. I really wish that they would stick with the pattern of putting all of the cosmetics in their own box when you open the core box, so that you don't have to throw away a bunch of individual items if you already have them in your wardrobe or something like that. Like this right here, Cosmetic Armor of the Great Alliance. It's one box. You can make it go away easily. Oops, one more cosmetic item. And that is a clean inventory for the moment. I mean, it's not going to last. We know this. But it's clean for the moment. Now, because I just don't want to see the shield of the hammer hand on this character. Turn off the back display, and in general, I like to hide all the extra bits and bobs so that they don't show up. And even though river hobbits are slightly different from shire hobbits, I still really like the no shoes. Because hobbits should not wear shoes. Last thing that I like to do is create a new chat tab. I really wish that this was something that could be carried over when you do your UI layout as well. And I just put all of the specific chat channels in there that are the I'm always going to pay attention to. And that's things like Fellowship, Tells, Kinship, Officer, stuff like that. Even though this character's not in a kinship, because I literally just made him. And the inevitable terrible choice of what mount to use. I think this guy is just going to ride a boar. Because kind of have the whole... Whoops, I locked my quick slot bars. There we go. Because a hobbit on a boar is just funny. Summon the bear. It never puts the companion bar in the right slot, no matter where your layout is. So I like to put that right above chat here so I can see it. And then a sneaky little trick is you can drag your pet abilities onto your hotbar itself. So I put attack here so that control 1 just sends the bear in, or whatever my active pet is, without me having to do anything. So we have guard activated, and we have assist toggled, meaning that if I start casting on something, the bear will go in without me having to be attacked for him to take action. There we go.
Welcome to Mossworth, traveler.
Oh, and I don't need his health bar floating there randomly off in the middle of the screen. I just need it kind of down and to the side so I know where he is.
I see Geralt is out and about. Why not introduce yourself to him?
Oh man, I apparently accidentally chose the Before the Shadow intro instead of the
Up those steps.
River Hobbit one, but whatever, it dumps me out in the same place.
Huh? Who's this? We don't see many adventurers in Mossward. I suppose Maneldir counts.
I think it just makes it a little bit more of a run around to get the River Hobbit cosmetic items, maybe, something like that.
I was a ranger. It is quite different.
Bah! You won't find a better smithy for miles around, friend. Put your gear on the counter, and I'll fix it up for you. Very good. Won't cost you anything, friend. Not this time, anyway.
Hey, Hoyabella. Yeah, actually, funnily enough, Loremaster wasn't my first character, but when I came back to the game after one of my many breaks, I want to say it was around the time... I don't even remember what expansion we were in at the time, but when I came back post Helm's Deep and started over, Loremaster was the character I made first at the time, and it was actually my first level capped character after coming back post Helm's Deep in
My chieftain strides
I think it was in Gundabad.
What is that?
It was when the level cap was either 120 or 130.
Bells! Something is amiss outside. Follow me. Hurry.
So yeah, I have that character who is still kind of abandoned at 142, I think. Mostly just because they're an older character from that point in time where getting virtues was a whole mess due to the old virtues system.
That's the way.
So at this point in time, the virtues on that character are just so bad
This goblet
and so far behind.
is alone.
There is trouble to the east, Meneldia. I need fighters.
My new friend here is capable and will provide the help you need.
Yes, come on, come with me. I'm trying to go ahead and clear the goblins out, but you're slow because you wanted to talk.
I will circle around and search for the one who leads these goblins. Farewell for now.
Rangers. Follow me, my new friend. There will be fighting.
I know one of the problems with Loremaster that was really prevalent starting, I want to say, around level 70 to 80 in the old system was that pet scaling just basically stopped working properly by then. So your pets just became increasingly more and more useless. To the point where even if you were like a full blue line pet spec Loremaster, your pet was just a dot and nothing else.
I see you met our new
I'm really curious to see if the stat squish, the stat revamp,
Come with us.
helps pet scaling any, because one of the things they were saying that they were doing with it was also trying to make some of the level breaks not as bad.
I'm not afraid,
So I'll be really curious to see if the fall off is either further down the road or if they've made pets useful again. I'd love it if they made pets useful again.
Aye, boys. The machinery of war has been set in motion. The time of the Orc is at hand.
Mosswood, attack!
Kill them all!
Are you all right, son?
Okay, there we go. Little prologue should be almost done here. Just need to wait for them to talk about the horrors of being invaded by orcs. No biggie.
Tegwin.
What do you make of this?
And this will get me dumped out into the real world.
Some of Mosswood's residents sustained injuries we cannot heal.
Okay. All of the various how to play the game pop-ups all need to be clicked through. Okay, there we go. So got my milestone skill that they just gave me set off to the side because I do not need it on my main hotbar. Now let's see if I remember how to make a shortcut. Accidentally put it in the wrong slot, so I'm going to have to put Lightning Strike back on my bar, but no biggie. But now I've got this handy dandy little shortcut here, which I've got a bears or any other pet summoned. I've got a one-button pet release, which if you're a pet class at all, a Loremaster, a captain, being able to release a wayward pet with one click of a button is an absolute godsend, because they will just go off and do their own thing. Or you might need a quick way to release them because you're about to jump off a cliff or something and don't want them to follow around the wrong way. And for this character, at least for leveling early on, going to go with the tried and true blue. And start out making the bear tankier.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Oh, that's right. They have this NPC here where if you do the, if you're a river hobbit, but you start out in before the Shire, they give you a quest to go to Mickle Delving and pick up your river hobbit-y things. So that's not too bad. Somebody else here new. Level 6 Mariner. So they are clearly further along in these quest lines than I am.
Would you do something for me?
Okay, there's my defeating the warg and the Howling Stones quest. This, I think, is delivering sandwich. Oh, this is branches first, not sandwiches.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Farmer Soren, who wants me to calm her anxious animals. I still do get a kick out of the fact that we play an MMO that has quests that involve things like calming animals, delivering pies, and feeding cats treats. That will never not be amusing to me.
What do you need?
Mossword is a quiet town.
So Mossword is largely one of those places where the first thing you kind of have to do is just run around and grab 8 million quests before you venture out of town, because there's just so many that they're going to throw at you. So Scardy should give me the Little Extra Never Hurts Part 2,
Yes?
which gives you the, among other things, gives you the buff bars, which I need to move over here, because he buffs you. But gives you the Little Extra Steed, which is a free horse, the free riding skill if you don't already have it, which I already do. So I have to throw that away. You can't learn riding twice.
Aye.
I've heard there are many uses to which unassuming objects might be put.
Right, collecting feathers, always full. Okay, so here we go. Here's the suitable branches we're looking for. Don't have a quest for the boars yet, so that one can live. But as soon as I have a quest for them, the boar slaughter will begin. Just MMO logic at its finest. I pretty much never use the eagle, so I'm going to put that one low on what will ultimately be my pet summoning bar down there. Oh, and since I'm out here, there are Krebane right up here. Let's get our bear pet out and start getting us some birds. Aubrey, thank you for the raid. I wasn't sure how late you were going tonight. Did you reconsider Mordor, or are you still stuck there? Did you walk in and walk back out? I can't say that I'm terribly surprised. Mordor has a lot of stuff that was interesting in theory as far as systems go. You could see a lot of what they were trying to do with it. I just don't think they succeeded with a lot of it. There was a lot of good ideas that just I don't think they executed well, which is a shame, because it was such a key piece of the story, you know? I am just goofing off on a new baby Loremaster here, because I kind of got the itch to play one. My high-level Loremaster is stuck in that scenario where their virtues, because they're an older character from back in the old virtue system, are just terrible, and I would have to spend so many virtue pots to get them in any kind of good shape. And my other Loremaster is the one that I play with our kin's like max level difficulty group that we run usually on Sundays. So that's not one that is playable outside of that group necessarily, because we play at max difficulty and we level lock ourselves so that we all stay within a set level group of levels of each other. So I wanted one that I could actually play and level that wasn't an absolute mess, because, you know, the character's a decade plus old. Okay, here you go.
See those feathers? But such musings will have to wait.
There's your feathers. Now you want boar, and I think somebody else is going to want boar, so I'm going to turn a couple more of these in before I keep going.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Gotta hand out sandwiches. No sandwiches here. They're all on the other side of the fence.
What do you want, stranger? No, I am not giving you this sword.
Oh, Tegwin. I really think Lotro just likes putting the obnoxious, overconfident kids that go off and get in trouble for you to take care of as a running theme. You get a sandwich, and you're going to get a sandwich up here. Have a sandwich.
Greetings, friend.
And a sandwich for you, too.
Hello there.
And you get a bunch of sticks.
Thank you for these branches. I will see to making use of them. Perhaps you could help me once again.
And then we get to go look into squeaky doors because we are great heroes. Awesome. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for stopping by and throwing folks in here.
To the Sturvales.
I apologize that I'm not doing anything more thrilling or gripping. I'm just playing a low-level Loremaster. But I figure it was a break from doing the Corsairs of Umbar stuff and working on level cap characters. So I went entirely the other direction tonight and started a character from level 1. Because apparently I do nothing in half measures. Right, gonna stop into the blacksmith here. Because we're going to heroically investigate the squeaky doors.
Whenever anyone needs something, they come first to me instead of checking the storehouse.
And one of the worst decisions to make after character names is one I have to figure out, because the bear can't just be named Bear forever. So I'm going to have to figure out what this Loremaster's bear is going to be named. Okay, one more set of door hinges here. And third set of door hinges. Oh, no, first we get to go back and say I delivered all your sandwiches.
Hello there.
I'm a good hobbit. Here we go. Last squeaky door hinges. Although these ones aren't squeaky, they're just door hinges, which surely means something, right? Okay, squeaky door hinges taken care of. Back to the east gate and let them know that I was very heroic in my dealing with small home repairs around town.
How fared your efforts against the squeaky doors of Mossward?
I like the fact that the NPC even knows that that's kind of a joke assignment. So they're snarky about it too. And let's see, that is Light of Hope, so I'm going to move that up over there to shift 4 for my heal. And catch up with Tegwin, who is inevitably getting into trouble. Meet him back at the blacksmith shop.
Party spends more
Keep trying to talk him out of that orc sword, but he's having none of it. So what Loremaster skills is it going to have me use here? Use Friend of Bears. I already have a bear summoned. Okay. Dismiss the bet. And now, while fighting, use Friend of Bears. Why is it going to make me summon a bear when I already have a bear out? Okay, use Burning Embers on the training dummy. But I have to use it 3 times to prove I really know what Burning Embers is. And use Wizard's Fire, Eagle Friend, or Test of Will. Oh, so it's literally going to make me pull out the eagle. Alright, there you go. I pulled out the attack bird. Are you happy? Alright, there we go. Now we've got the sword away from the kid. So here you go, Manilder. Here is the Auric sword.
From Tegwin before he hurt himself. Very well done.
Yes, that's right, because the only way a kid can get into trouble is with a sword. There's nothing else that could go wrong, leaving Tegwin unsupervised. So I next need Mossfoil and Beast Killing. Mossfoil will all be around here. And I should be able to get beasts at the same time that I am hunting boars for the other quest. So I should be able to get a 2-fer here. And I should also actually spend my points. Because I am terrible and always forget that I have them. Ideally, what I'm looking for here is as many boars as I can find so that I can get double credit for the kills. There is another one. And just because I see that guy standing off in the distance, and he's an Uruk, they are the baddies, so... Oh. And that level 131 just came through and obliterated the Uruk. I don't think I even got my cast off before he popped. That will happen. Guessing that's somebody coming through and just working on Slayer deeds or something like that. You would think if you wanted to do the Uruk Slayer deed, you would just run the missions, because you get a ton of Uruks doing the missions that come out of like Hearn and Clegger and Andrath, but It's kind of the only reason I can think of why a 131 was running around here. Okay, there's my 6 beasts defeated, but I still need 6 more boar meat, so I gotta keep finding boars. You are a wolf. There we go, we got 2 boars. Actually got a nice little concentration of boars here. The boar hunting ground. One more after this guy, and he's right up at the top of the ridge there. Score.
Mossward is not the only village in Swanfleet. The stable master can help you check on the others.
Yes, 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 thank you.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alright, so now we're asked to get even more Kingsfoil, but also check in and learn what the stable master is. It's a stable master. We're not going to go to Clegger just yet, though, because still got more stuff to do.
Very good. This boar meat should help carry Mosswood through some of the coldest winter months.
There you go. I've given you feathers and boar meat. So I think according to video game logic, we're married soon. Isn't that how it works when you're given a certain amount of gifts? I'm going to take a quick detour up north here. I'm going to grab Geralt's boot out of the mud. But since I'm already 7, I am not going to stick around in the starting town for very much longer. But I will keep picking on Oryx because they're here. Yeah, the nice thing is at the very least, Altaholic has stopped freaking out and spamming my chat with error messages. Guess it just had to settle down finally and inventory this character's stuff fully. Although I really should go check and see if there is maybe an update that's been done to it, or that I need to do to it rather. So here we go. Get Geralt's favorite boot out of this puddle of mud. Which of course he'll be thrilled to get back from us. And I don't think I'm going to do landscape difficulty on this character. I thought about it, but just because I'm already doing the full proper landscape difficulty on my other Loremaster, this one I think I'm going to leave for now. And just do a casual leveling cruise whenever I play him. Yep, Geralt's not exactly thrilled.
Half of a pair that was dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots.
And he wants me to give away his adventuring boot. So before I go too far out of here, so the prologue is, yep, to go to Clegger. And Geralt lost no boot is Clegger also, so Clegger it is. One thing I'm realizing is that I really should actually send this character some money. Literally taking this stable ride functionally broke me as far as having any money to use, so that's a little rough. Wow, Clegger is jumping. I wonder if people are doing the missions again.
That is an interesting artifact you carry. It must have quite a story, I imagine.
Yep, so we're going to swap a boot for a planter.
Welcome to Clegor, finest of the villages to be found in the Stour Vales. The mayor must be told of this.
Okay, do I have any gear I need to swap out? Because I've been really bad about that. Hands, staff, and... yep, legs. Just got the inner fire skills, so I'm going to put that someplace that's more useful than just spraying it right onto the hotbar as the next skill in order. And also because I'm kind of burning through the levels, I'm going to skip most of the side quests around here and just keep on going with the main book quest. So I'm going to help the mayor out by getting some choice cuts of meat. There should be plenty of stuff right up in these hills here that I can go hunt down for that. Somehow I'm in combat already. Oh, there's a warg. Well, all that means is I'll start the Warg Slayer deed early. I'm just guessing he was basically all stealthy-like. Oddly enough, the Knickerbreakers also count for choice cuts of meat. I guess town likes insect meat. I mean, hey, we're hobbits, we eat stuff. Squirrel, however, does not count. But Veil Shrew does. Weird dietary decisions around here. And this wolf will be choice cut of meat number 5. And one more wolf will make 6 of 6. Go back, tell the mayor that I did a wonderful job of gathering meat for the village. Although he sort of has a wolf problem, like 20 feet out of the village. Might be the kind of thing you take care of. Just a thought they might want to look into that. I think I have something to turn into one of these people. There we go. You.
A floating village, you say? Well, I did say that to Mal last we spoke, I suppose.
That quest, I'm pretty sure... Well, now that quest is about to go...
Hello there. Don't mind me.
About to start going into blue, I believe. I think when I get the level up from completing this quest chain...
Ah, these cuts are choice indeed.
I should have warned you that the folk in Swan Fleet will often put you to work.
Yes, you should have. But no matter. I still got a little bit to go. And I think there's one more quest that'll send me over there. Yep, free captured hobbits. And that one is orange. Whereas the other... Oh, no, one of them is orange as well. So, yeah. That makes going and doing the bandits up here still worth doing. So that's going to be my next stop. I want to get that one done before I just completely out-level it too badly. Take a few of those quests off the quest tracker that I'm just pretty sure I'm not going to come back to those areas and do. I think I need to come in from this side here to get into the bandit camp without having to go all the way around. Anybody who runs the missions out here, this will be a very familiar camp. So we go there quite a few times. And now I'm just gonna go wreck a bunch of bandits' days. It's funny because I'm also not used to being a Loremaster and not having crowd control. Because my first thought there was, oh, well, I should just mez one of the two gate guards and send the bear in after the other one. But I don't even have my CC yet. One thing also that the bandits and uruks are really good for in these kind of early levels and before the shadow, they tend to drop a lot of actual gear that helps get you some early fill-in pieces. So far, I haven't gotten anything I can actually use, but I always gotta check. Okay, and a mob is confused and has gotten itself stuck inside the prisoner cage with the prisoner. I wonder if I open the door if he can get out. Yes. Letting the prisoner out actually also let out the enemy who had got themselves stuck in the cage with the prisoner. That is just such a Lotro moment right there. And rather than just go straight ahead where I was looking and had a clear path, the bear decided it was going to go all the way around the tent on the other side. You know, like you do. So there is the parcel collected for bear. What are you doing? It's right there. Wow. Pathfinding AI on full display tonight. Loremaster pets and Captain Heralds and Archers, they do normally take some pretty strange paths. Tonight, they are just out there. That was a wild pathing. Let's see, and I see I've gotten some more gear pieces, but they're all stuff I can't use yet because they're level 10. couple more levels and I'll just have some stuff waiting for me. Which again is one of the nice things about this little camp here and all of these humanoid enemies, is you come out of it with actual gear, not just, you know, like junk to sell. Okay, Bear, go get that captain. I was half expecting him to path like all the way out the front gate to go get him. I need to start making my way further up the hill here because I have more quest objectives I want to actually get done. Not just hang around and kill bandits. Really would be nice if your summoned pet leveled with you. If you leveled while they were summoned, you didn't have to dismiss them and resummon them to get them to be the new level. So the dropped book should be in the walk. Yep, there we go. You can see the ancient tome up in the watchtower ahead. But these guys are going to be annoying. And again, there's where I just really wish I had even my basic CC yet. It would be really nice. But soon. Actually, I don't think it's even soon. Do we get CC before the teens or even 20? I do not remember when we get that first actual days. The Loremaster is just such a wonderfully weird jumble of a character class that I'm never sure when our various abilities actually come online. Barry got stuck up on the cage there. And that's why we have the pet release button. Okay, here is the lost book from the reading spot. And that little hobbit really needs to find a better reading spot, because that is not safe. So I need to free 4 more captured hobbits, which really makes me wonder, did I miss some down below? Because I've only found and freed 2. Don't see any up on the rock there, just more enemies. think there's some here. Yep, that looks like a cage. So in you go, bear. Why did you, wow, the bear's AI is just really bad tonight. He just sort of mid-fight stopped and came back to me while we were busy attacking an enemy. Either that or the bear has it out for me. I don't think I've abused the bear. Have I abused the bear? There should be cage number 4 right ahead of me there. So hopefully 5 and 6 are in the little area to the left, where I think there's a captain and a few others. I see what looks like 1 up ahead. We shall see. Yeah, that's 1. I definitely don't see 2, and I do need 2 more, so I've probably missed 1. Which is not terribly surprising. Attention span and all that. But I'll get that one and then figure out where I missed my other one. Okay, level 10. So that means I can actually look at some of this gear that I've been getting and see if any of it's worth equipping. Shoulder pads, always a momentous moment in an MMO when you get shoulders. And the second corollary momentous moment is when you find the toggle to turn your shoulder armor display off. And the inevitable, any gear is better than no gear, so we're just equipping the earring. Oh, actually, no. I forgot, I don't actually need earrings. Padded gloves of fleetness, we'll take those. Necklace doesn't have much, but it is a neck piece, so it is gear in that slot. At the low levels, that's really what you're going for, is just at least have something there. There we go, so 10 is where I get my first daze. So that's not bad at all. That gives me blinding flash. Now I need to figure out where I missed a cage. You guys are already respawning. It's not inside the big tent, is it? Doesn't look like it. It had to have been down by the first tent, is what I'm thinking. Oh, and you were just hiding there. In plain sight. So back down the hill I go on the search for one more hobbit cage. I have the sneaking feeling that it's right on the other side of that tent up ahead, and I just looked right past it. Because I got the one that's right ahead of me that I'm looking at right now. Do I see a cage on the other side of the tent? No. Okay. Where did I miss a cage? Or is there a cage on the outside? This is one of those where there's a cage on the outside of the camp, isn't it? I now have the sneaking feeling that that's what I missed. Hey, Poteen, what is the haps? I'm just trying to figure out. I made a new, yep, it is down here. I just completely missed it on my way in. I got a wild hair and started a new Loremaster as a break from doing, the high level stuff. Well, good to see you stop in and say howdy. Enjoy the evening off. You go to sleep. Good to have those. You can't do Lotro and Twitch every evening, all evening. There we go. All that time spent looking all throughout the rest of the bandit camp, it was outside the camp the whole time. Just for that, I'm going to kill one more bandit on my way out. But Poteen, if you're still here, on your Loremaster and captains or any characters you have with a pet or a companion, Do you make yourself a release button for a one-click desummon? Because that's another one of those really not very advertised Lotro features that is an absolute godsend on a pet or companion class. And even though I don't have a quest for them, I'm going to go ahead and just stop and take out this warg because there is a warg slayer deed for the general area here. And there's not a lot of them until you either start doing missions or go through one little kind of warg encampment if you go through there. So it's kind of worth stopping and grabbing the occasional one or two here and there. Alright, so I got your parcel.
What do you need?
And I got your book.
Just a moment.
And I freed your hobbits from cages.
Is there something I can do for you?
So there we go. Minor detours done. I'm going to skip that one because I am already at the point where I'm starting to outlevel the quests. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just swap out gear here, see what they've given us. That was actually the only interesting or noteworthy piece, was the one necklace. So need to go to Glenhelig and Lintrev, which won't be unlocked, so I'm gonna have to ride there. And this is where that account-wide journeyman riding comes in really nice, because even as a brand new character, all my mounts run at 78% speed. So Glenhelig will be the first stop, and while I'm doing that, notifications, notifications, notifications. Yes, I know I have an Athildan coin. I'm not going to turn it in anytime soon because I don't have any use for any of the rewards it gives me, and it doesn't give me XP. But I can also clear out my mail while I'm riding. An epic battle awaits, which we will nope straight out of. There's a horse and comb that really needs our assistance. And Bingo Boffin really needs our assistance. So the horse and comb thing gives a quest item that starts out the Seek the Stable Hand and Comb quest. And that's one where I normally, just to stop getting that, will do the first, basically go to Comb and talk to the stable master there about the horse, and then never do anything more. Okay, where's my road in? Here's my road in. It's always a little bit weird getting into Glen Helig because there's the road below and there's the road above, which leads to more of the town, including what you're probably looking for. So you get fooled by the one you see first. Here's my first gossipy hobbit.
Goblins and uruks? Oh, you must be mistaken.
Yeah, clearly there aren't any goblins or uruks around here. We certainly haven't seen anything that would lead us to think that that might be a thing. And now pop into Lintrev real quick. And basically do the same thing. Find a gossipy or helpful hobbit. Going to ignore the Krebane. This is entirely a you guys problem while I'm on this character. I am not doing those quests.
Uruks and goblins? You cannot be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Alright, so we confirmed that people in both these towns absolutely don't think that there's an orc or goblin problem. So we go back to Klager. Tell the mayor that everybody thinks things are A-okay.
Well, it seems these are strange days indeed. There are uruks about, stranger.
Yes, that's what we've been saying.
I left Drusi behind to guard the prisoner, so I could ask the mayor what to do.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to the captured prisoner. But again, people in town say there's totally not an Uruk problem around here. So, this must be an imaginary prisoner. A boar spooked you, really? And you're very proud of killing 2 boars. This is our mighty hunter, ladies and gentlemen. Well, at least they do have a legitimate prisoner, and it is like they said, an Uruk. Who is not happy to see us and is going to threaten us a lot. By vermin, he means hobbits. Okay, now we have our little ambush. But the ambush is going to be very nice and not actually attack us until we let Meneldir know that it's ambush time. They're considerate Uruk, you know. But the Uruk did get done what they came here for. They arrowed poor Ustul. My bear is not happy about it. Seriously, bear, chill. And I think for pure silliness, we're going to go with the dual bear Loremaster here. There we go. Helps if I can type. That's much better. My my Loremaster is now appropriately dual-wielding bears.
Thank you for aiding my folk. It reflects well upon you and upon me. Why does your ranger friend just stand there like a lump on a log?
No, Meneldir's just kind of like that. You get used to it.
I cannot believe this.
I can't believe there are Uruks after all the Uruks that we've talked about seeing and encountering.
Good day.
So, back to Mossword. And we return to the town square, let people know, guys, it's panic time. There are bad things everywhere.
won't be caught off guard again.
So I'm going to pick up the barrel of swords in the blacksmith shop and arm the scared townsfolk, because that's always been a winning, successful strategy. You know, when people are scared, freaked out, jumping at shadows, give them a bunch of sharp things so that they all are armed and nervous. Meneldir wants a quick chat while he tells us stories, and he's going to talk about wizards. There is so much text to read about the wizards. We are not going to read all of these texts. There, cool it. I'm trying to talk to Gandalf. You're making me look bad. Trying to look cool for the wizards. Okay, we get our choice of a robe or a shirt. Or Loremaster, you gotta go with the robe. Even though it looks really silly. Starter robe definitely looks so much cooler than this. Okay, Tegwin's been listening in and really thinks he should help. And Meneldir is completely convinced that we talked him out of it and everything's going to be fine. So in the meantime, we're going to go look for signs of Uruks on the road. If I remember right, and I do have one more quest to turn in now that I'm here, which is you get a planter.
What is this? Oh, what a beautiful gift.
And then I let Geralt know that our plan succeeded, and he's not going to be pestered to...
How did it go? Did you manage to get rid of that boot?
Yep, there you go. She's not going to try and get you to a venture anymore. Okay, now I go look for signs of Uruks, and I think the first place I look for that is... yeah, all the way on the road there, north of Lintrev. So, Stable Master and duck into Lintrev real quick, but first, because I am already running shy of money, we sell a whole bunch of stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to mark the stuff I don't want to sell, because very little of this is really things I'm going to need on this character. So I'm not going to do crafting. I have crafters already, and all this stuff is low level. Sell all. I use the padlock to mark as don't sell all the stuff I actually want to keep. Everything else goes bye-bye. Bam. And now I have enough money that one ride from a stable master is not going to basically break me. Quick jaunt to Lintrev, then I'll cross the river and pick up Uruk tracks. But don't worry about it, because towns around here definitely don't have an Uruk problem. Just ask anybody, totally safe, nothing bad's going on around here aside from the Uruks. or that most dangerous bosses, the loading screen. Apparently this might actually be the toughest fight I have all night. Yes, this may legitimately be the boss that kills me is not any enemies. Yep, there is a Lotro crash. I was wondering if that was going to be it. All right, quick wait while Lotro absolutely hard crashes, which I kind of saw coming. Now the fun thing is, when I get back in the game, where will I actually be? I would actually be amused if it left me like halfway from Mosswort to Lintrev, just dumped out on the road. Nope, so it got me to Lintrev, but not to the Stable Master. So I wasn't all the way off with that guess. So since I'm coming through here, I will at least stop back in Glenhelig. Oh, no, that's Village in the Sky. That is not going to be a turn in. Oh, yes, it is. That will be a turn in. Good. I hope this is a turn in. And of course, this one's down on the lower level. But a bit of wall surfing gets me down there safely.
Looking for Glenhelig, are ya?
Nope, that's what I thought. That's not a turn in. That is one of those annoying ones that is say, go back someplace you just were. And that ain't happening. I am done with Radlaw. Been there, done that. So that goes away. Someplace around here, there's sort of a road. There we are. So while I'm making this ride, just gonna go ahead and get some of these quests that I have drastically outleveled out of my quest log. Because I do not need these. Or at the very least, untrack the ones that I'm not going to be doing anytime soon. Much better, down to just the quest I'm actually doing. So there should be a ford right here that I don't think dismounts me. No, it dismounts me. Oh, it was over further to the left here. I could have taken the route that made sense. But that's crazy talk. Who does that? So further along this road will be where we find the signs of the Uruks. And maybe after all the Uruks wandering around outside of the towns, the Uruk camp that's up in the hills up there, the Uruks in the ruins a little further outside of town, the Uruk hunters that the Hobbit hunters ran into, the Uruks who attacked Mossward. Maybe, just maybe, after all of those very subtle hints, the townsfolk will start to wonder if, hang on a second, maybe we do have an Uruk problem around here. I mean, it's not definitive or anything. Here we go. We have gathered more Uruk evidence. Yeah, we get to go all the way back to Mossward. But thankfully, because we're already on this road, up ahead here can be a quick detour, and we'll go to Lon Garan. And that'll let me unlock the Stable Master there for future use, as well as then being able to take it back to Mossward for a quick ride. So that'll be this offshoot road here. I do still love the scenery and what they were able to do with the before the shadow zones, with the increased draw distance and just the new textures and stuff they were able to bring in. They are definitely working on getting the most out of the cranky old Lotro engine they have to work with.
What have we to say?
Grab the stable master real quick. Take care of my go here quest. Get one more thing out of my quest journal.
We have little to say to your kind.
And back to Mossword. So multiple birds with one stone. Alright, Maneldir, here are your Uruk swords. Gonna go show them to the blacksmith now.
More Uruk blades? I didn't ask for these.
Yeah, but I was told to bring them to you, dude. I am just doing what the ranger says.
About Tegwin. He's been bothering me since this morning.
And now, more
What can I do to help the village? Can I
babysitting the adventurous kid. And then, for some reason, the game lets the kid give us tasks. More tasks. So yeah, we're gonna go apparently humor a small child and collect sticks and rocks and claws. Because this is our lot in life. I think even the low-level Krebane outside of town still do count for the claws. So there we go. One talon down. More boar killing. The population of boars around the Mossword village here is just terminally endangered at this point. So further along the road here will be these potential whetstones, as well as usually more birds and boars. So again, should be able to find all the stuff I'm looking for kind of all along the same area rather than wandering around to a bunch of different spots looking around for things. Should catch them all in the same wander. But apparently a lot of the potential spawns right now are wolves instead of bears. Or instead of boars, rather. So I might have to do a little bit of boar hunting. So there's the last of my rocks picked up. Got all the Krebane. Now I just need boars. Usually I find a lot more of them along the road here, but this time around it was a bunch of wolves. But if I head back to town, I should be able to pick up some more boar on the way there. Like this one. And nope, that's a wolf. I saw movement and thought I might have gotten lucky. Here we are, one more. And after this guy, 2 to go. Apparently I am just not going to have the best of luck when it comes to finding the mobs that I want. I'm seeing lots of wolves, Krebane, and even bandits. Or a little thin on the ground. Shades of Evendom. There we go, there's my last boar. Now I can head back to the blacksmith shop after doing fetch quests for a small child.
thank you for these items.
And we find out that the kid has been scouting the edge of town. So, you know, that always ends well. So we're going to search the perimeter for signs of the missing kid, and oh look, it's Uruk footprints. Now they're old and everything, but still, should have been one more sign.
Takeaway. He's missing.
And there we go. Now we've got some statted shoulders.
Tracks leading north.
Oh, we already had statted shoulders, but these are slightly better. Alright, we're going to check Longaron because, you know, it's perfectly reasonable for a small child to have just wandered all the way down this road that takes us a significant amount of time to ride on a fast horse with nobody noticing or stopping him. Just in the time that I was gone, you know, picking up rocks. This all is perfectly reasonable.
How can I be of service?
And as we get to Longaron, we see that I've got a trait point to spend, which Prepare for War is just solid because it buffs both my pet and I and mastery. So I'm going to go ahead and start there. And oh look, Manilder beat us here.
I heard Tegwin has gone missing.
So he also figures that the kid ran off. And we're going to go hunt some Avonk. And yes, the reeds out here are significantly taller than a hobbit. So I basically just disappear into them. And usually, as you kind of just keep going to this general northwest direction here, you'll get more than enough Avonk as you're going to the next quest objective. Having done this a time or three, I know the general direction it's sending me. Bear just kind of wandering off to the side there, taking his own path. One of these islands, I think it's this island up ahead, is usually just chock full of Avonk, so I should be able to pick up my last three pretty easily. Plus, it's named Fang Settle. I mean, who doesn't want to stop at Fang Settle? Yeah, these reeds here just have a bunch of Avank in them. Like, I just got 2 in this one. And now we're going to keep going in this general direction. Oh. Or we're going to pull an Avank. But we're just going to keep heading the direction we were heading, because we're going to meet Maneldir on another one of these little islands here and keep looking for the kid.
No sign of Tegwin. I have seen nothing either.
Oh, so we'll stop and listen. And we hear nothing.
Let us continue our search.
Further on we go. And the intention here is basically to just avoid the mobs, because I don't want to stop and fight them. I just want to do the quest. Okay, so we found one of Tegwin's wooden swords.
This does seem to be Tegwin's sword.
Take another listen. And faintly we hear somebody calling from the northwest. Don't remember if this water is shallow enough to ride through, or if I'm going to get dismounted partway through. Okay, good. I can ride across it. And it's Tegwin.
I'm here. I'm here.
So the only quest reward we can use here is the staff, but that gives us a statted staff, which is nice.
You would have been very proud of me. I'm certain of it.
Would we have, though? Would we really? Okay, talk to Manildir. We found the kid.
That must be Karas Galebrin.
And yep, so that's going to send us all the way here to Karas Galebrin. And because all of this area here is all these little islands that you have to like wade and swim across, I am absolutely going to cheat and hark back to
What can I do for you?
Mossword, then ride to Longaren, and from there ride the rest of the way down the road to Karas Galebrin. Because even this roundabout route is still faster than coming back through that swamp. it's also just seriously less of a pain. And the other nice thing is this is back to the main quest here being on level for us again for a little while. So we're back out of doing blue quests. And up ahead is the ruins of Karaskelebron. And there should be a stable master here, as well as meeting Manildir's buddy.
You say you bring word from Manildir.
Who wants us to climb a path up there and check out and scout for him. Just gonna go do that real quick, because it's right up here. And more Uruks. Killed by an elf arrow and another elf arrow and shock and amazement, an elf.
Those are my arrows. Return them to me and I can slay more Uruks.
I'm gonna let you do that. Okay, so get a bracelet of will, start filling empty slots.
Or at least we have our hatred of orc kind in common.
And her next quest is kill 10 Uruk around here. That is gonna be for another day, however, because like I said, just planned a short stream for this one to make a new character, start working on goofing off with them. And I got that done. Got him to level 12. I will pick that one up at a later date. Let's see who all else is streaming Lotro. Ah, I see that Champ is streaming. So let's actually pop over and go there, because I see him lurking in other people's Lotro streams. So go say hello.